This is a video on configuring Packet Tracer 5.3.3.5, and what we're doing in this activity is taking away a router and implementing a multi-layer switch. As I said yesterday, that a switch can be turned into a router, and that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into the options preferences and turn on my port labels. So now I can see clearly what interfaces connect to what. So we're going to look at R1's routing table. So to get in the command line, we're in user mode with a greater than symbol. Type enable, or you can do EN and press the tab key, and autofill turns it into enable. Config T. Notice I only do config CONF space T. Exit. We're going to do a show IP interface brief, and I'm looking at my gigabit 01 with an IP and gigabit 00 with an IP. They are both manually up, and the status is up and protocol is up, so these are operational. So let's go into our multi-layer switch. Go to command line. Once again, we're in user mode with a greater than symbol. Enable. Config T. First we're going to do is put an IP address on gigabit 01. So INT G0/1. We have to turn off switching, so no switch port, and now I'm enabled to put on an IP. And we're going to give it a 192.168.0.2 with a 24-bit mask. 24 stands for 24 ones in the subnet mask, starting left to right. Do a no shutdown. Now we're going to go into VLAN, give it an IP address. VLAN 1 is the default VLAN on all switches, default. Do IP address 172.16.31.1, 24-bit mask. Oh, made a mistake. Too many 255s. Just use your arrow key and backspace it off, and then no shutdown. Now the interface changed up. And you notice that when we did our no shutdown on gigabit 01, it went to down. But what it's telling you is the switching went down. The routing is going to be active. So once we got our IP set, what we're going to do now is go back and delete all the connections to the edge and the hosts. And I'm going to get these devices out of the way. Bring my multi-layer switch in the middle. Reconnect them with straight through cables. So the edge 00 will go to multi-layer switch gigabit 01. Remember that we configured that IP of 192. Fast Ethernet to any port on the switch, I just go to the lowest. Notice that the lights are orange on the switch. It's going through the states of learning the MAC addresses of any host that connects to it. Remember, we're dealing with layer 2 on the switch on the Fast Ethernet. Orange lights mean it's still learning, so I'm going to do a fast forward and it'll turn green. So now we can verify, and I like to ping through command line in my devices. So ping 192.168.0.1. that is the gigabit, or that's the interface on the edge. Request timed out. Another request timed out. Ah, there we go with the reply. Remember, we're a listen and wait your turn technology for Ethernet. So many times the first ping when you connect to the network is going to fail. So then I could ping all my devices through. You can use the packet over here and click on, and many times it'll fail the first time. double click it, and you can get a successful ping. But going to the command line is the better way to go. So in this lab, what we've done is configured a switch, a multi-layer switch, into a routing component.